If you're a stylist working 40 hours a week and still wondering why your paycheck doesn't match your effort, it's not always your talent that's holding you back. The real difference between a $100,000 annual hairstylist and a 200K stylist isn't just creative skill, it's how you structure and sell your services. Today, I will walk you through the exact upsell strategies and systems I teach my coaching clients that consistently double their profits without adding more hours behind the chair. And so, if you're ready to confidently offer more, earn more, and serve more without ever feeling like a used car salesman, this is for you. Point number one, profit comes from clients that you already have. One of my clients, Stacy, looked like she had it all together, booked out 3 months in advance, a schedule packed with cut and color clients. But when we ran her numbers, her profit margin was only about 15%. She was maxed out at 45 hours a week and wondering why all of that busyness wasn't actually turning into real income. And the problem wasn't her talent, it was her menu. She was only offering cut and color, even though she was trained in scalp health and head spa. Together, we repackaged her skills into an all-inclusive spa experience. Think scalp detox, analysis, mask, acupressure, all built right into her existing haircut and color services. Her average ticket jumped from $190 to $340. All of a sudden, she went from $680 a day sales to over $1,360 a day without adding more hours, more clients, or more effort. And that's the point that I want to hit home. Your biggest profit isn't always in chasing more clients. It's in restructuring how you present the services you already offer, so clients naturally spend more time every time they sit in your chair. Now, you might already feel resistance creeping in and thinking, okay, this sounds great, but won't my clients think this is too salesy? And I really want you to hold that thought, because that's exactly what I'm going to unpack in point number two. Point number two, fear is costing you sales. Let me tell you about a time I sabotaged my own success. In 2017, I was charging $80 for a root retouch. It felt reasonable. I got to feel like I was accessible. Plus, my clients absolutely loved the price and the results that they got. Emotionally, that felt amazing. But when I sat down with my bookkeeper and actually did the math, after product, rent, and admin expenses, I was making about $25 an hour. And at that time, I had been in the industry for over 10 years, so I had talent and I had technical skills. My clients regularly told me how much they loved their color and had never felt this beautiful or healthy before. And yet, in spite of that, I was undervaluing myself because deep down, I was scared that clients would think I was too expensive and leave me. I also very clearly saw that if I kept my prices the same, I would not be able to thrive. I'd already kept my prices the same for 3 years in a row, despite rising costs. And that fear was costing me money, energy, and even the quality of service I could deliver as my burnout wore on. And I see this same fear show up for hairstylists all the time. It's not that you don't know how to deliver results, it's that you're stuck in people pleasing. And that's not humility, that's avoidance. When I reframed upselling bonuses, packages, and retail as leadership and service instead of pressure, everything changed. I created packages based on the best results and profits, not what I thought people could afford. I communicated all of the bonuses and upgrades in my packages so it felt premium and incentivized my clients spending more. And I also built a consult system that flowed naturally into upgrades without feeling pushy. And you know what happened? When I followed my script and the system, they said yes more than they said no. It wasn't because I was trying to pull one over on them, but because I was actually guiding to them what I believed was the best customized solution for them. And as you can imagine, seeing the numbers increase was inspiring. Watching my ticket go from $80 to $150 on average was life-changing for my monthly profits. I doubled my retail sales. Those packages built client loyalty and got my clients better results, all without working more hours or trying to chase more new $80 root touch-up clients. And so if you've been holding back because you're worried about being that pushy stylist, here's the real question. What would your business and your energy look like if you started leading more as an expert service provider? Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, I get it. I need to stop shrinking back and start leading, but how do I actually do that without sounding fake or forcing it? And that brings me to my third point. Point number three is systems create profit, not guesswork. In the beginning of my salon owner journey, I did what most stylists do. I leaned completely on intuition. I'd suggest a treatment if it came to mind, maybe talk about retail if I remembered, and rely on feeling it out with each client. Some days my ticket spiked, other days it flatlined, and the inconsistency drove me nuts. And the truth is that I was scared to put structure around my sales. Years before, I had been through corporate salon sales training, and it felt robotic. It also felt pushy. The scripts weren't written in my voice, and I hated how fake it all felt. So when I became my own boss, I swung hard the other way. No structure, all intuition. And that intuition without a system is just guesswork. I was leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month, and it wasn't until I hired a business coach that everything shifted. She taught me how to phrase consultations and upsells in my own voice in a way that sounded natural. And for the first time, I felt like I could actually do this in a way that felt authentic and strategic. I finally had permission to systematize my client flow, not as a script that I had to memorize, but as a framework that guided me and my clients every single step of the way. And so here are 3 systems I built that changed everything. The first is your consultation. These plant upgrade seeds. Every client, every single time. At the beginning, middle, and end of each appointment, you guide the conversation towards results that open the door to upgrades. So for example, you can ask them, how has your hair been feeling since our last visit? Any dryness or scalp changes that can open the door to treatments. In the middle of the appointment, maybe you point out something that you noticed that you didn't see in the beginning. I'm noticing some frizz, for example. Have you tried a smoothing treatment before? It would make styling at home so much easier. Again, this plants the seed for an upgrade. And then at the end of the appointment, that's when you wrap things up. Here's the gloss I used today. If you'd like, we can add it to your next visit so your blonde stays fresh. Again, it secures the next upsell very naturally. The second part of the system is retail woven into the service. Retail isn't an add-on, it's actually education. Your clients' results depend on what they do between appointments. Show products while you're using them. Make sure to hand them the product during the appointment so that they can feel the texture or they can smell it and they can hold it. And then when you're at checkout, bring 2 to 3 recommendations forward and ask, which one of these do you want to take home today? The third part of this system is tracking your numbers. Don't wait until the end of the month to see what happened. Review your services, retail, and upgrades daily and check them weekly. Tracking creates clarity, so you're going to know exactly where your profit's coming from and where you're leaving money behind. When I finally committed to these systems, my entire business shifted. I stopped walking into the salon kind of hoping it would work out. Instead, I had a clear plan and my clients got more consistent results. My retail numbers doubled. And for the first time, my profits matched the effort I was pouring in. And the best part, it didn't feel pushy. It felt like service-based leadership. Isn't it outstanding that you can just double your average ticket by shifting the way that you present your services? Like, you don't have to chase after more clients all the time. You don't need to play the Instagram algorithm game. You just need to upsell the right way with strategy and confidence to lead. But here's the thing, upselling alone won't guarantee growth if you don't have a way to track where your profit is actually coming from. So you'll want to know how to make sure every single dollar from your upselling actually turns into money in your pocket. And I cover that in Still Guessing Your Profit. Here's what every successful salon owner tracks and what to fix first.